Double honors to the elders and apostles of good wisdom. Shalom also to the one-third Israelites, which include Judas children, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Indians, who are still of us together, according to the book of Jeremiah 50 and 33, but to whom soleil pertaineth the adoption, the giving of the law, the promises, the glory, and the covenants, according to the book of Romans chapter 9, if you don't know, okay? And in this lesson we will talk about basically article that I found on Deccan Chronicle. Find out how women keep DNA from men she has had sex with, okay? Scientists stumbled on the discovery by accident, okay? But that proves furthermore that the Bible is true, okay? You know, like a brother said, to know why are the women the way that they are is to show us how we were for Yahweh, okay? We were defiled, so the women today are also defiled, you know? Today, to say it even before we talk about that, most women will not be virgins, okay? And, you know, and that's basically the point, okay? But let's start with that article. A new study has found that women carry living DNA from all men she has ever had a sexual relationship with. That's right, ladies. The startling discovery was made by researchers at the University of Seattle and the Fred Hutchinson's Cancer Research Center. Slovakia. The discovery was made by accident when the team was initially attempting to find out if pregnant women with a son are more susceptible to neurologic diseases that men are more vulnerable to. The study began to take a turn when scientists dived deep into the female brain. They discovered the woman's brain possessed male DNA known as male microkerosin. These cells are different to that of the cells that make up a woman. Okay, that shows you a woman is usually the first man she slept with is her man for her life, okay? Or basically is her man forever, okay? A man is different, okay? A man can have more than one woman, especially in the kingdom. Okay, in Angola there's a guy who has, I believe, 90 women or so. Okay, which is in Africa. 63% of the females, 37 of 59, 95 tested harbored male microchimerism, and in many parts of the brain, according to the study. Now, do not be confused by your father's DNA. Your DNA is unique because his and your mother's combined to make you. At first, researchers thought that the male DNA found in the female brain came from carrying a male while pregnant, but that was not true. Why? On closer inspection, male DNA cells were still prevalent in the brains of women who had never ever been pregnant. Scientists say there are only 4 ways male DNA cells are likely to show up in the female brain. Point 1, unknown abortion, which is killing basically. Okay, abortion. Brothers did videos on that. Possibly. Point 2, a vanished male twin. Point 3, older brother transferred by maternal circulation. And point 4, the last point, sexual intercourse. Finding a man's DNA in a woman's brain from the first 3 sources applies to only small percentage of women. The only likely option researchers could account for in the study of 63% women who had it was through sexual intercourse. Okay, and that's why I believe that women that are not virgins behave like they behave, because they have these different DNAs in their brain which make them behave like men, you know. But that would not be bad, but if it's different, man, then it's kind of like crazy, you know, because it gets more and more and more, you know. Some of them sleeping with 20 guys in 2 weeks, you know. For example, if I have a girlfriend the way I like it, then I'm lucky that she, you know, is kind of like me or acting kind of like me, you know, because she has my DNA, according to this article, of course, and to others, she has my DNA inside of her, you know, that's okay. But I know that this is my woman forever, okay, so no one else will be offended by that, because she was mine anyway, you see, so nobody can be offended by that. But nowadays it's different, right? It can actually offend you when you know, when you think about it, okay, that this woman actually has all these DNAs inside of her, and that's the reason why she acts how she acts, okay, or that's the reason how she behaves like she behaves. The implications for women are great. When sperm enters a woman, it swims until it hits a wall and then seeps into your flesh. If it is in your mouth, it can get into your nasal areas, behind your eyes, and even your inner ear. Okay, I made a video about it. Okay, watch for the video. Pedophiles are more in danger of doing abusing crime to children than pedophiles. And you know, non-pedophiles are more in danger to abuse children than pedophiles. Okay, if you go into history and in or if you watch at the numbers, okay, it is basically the case, however you like it or not. You know, but basically that could tell you that pedophiles actually like women that have no strange DNA in their look, okay, because for me, for example, I actually find it kind of like not so beautiful, okay, if a woman basically a woman that behaves like a man, let me say it like that, okay. So let's continue. Behind your eyes and even in your inner ear, it then enters your bloodstream and collects in your brain and spine. You can never get rid of it, okay. So that's the problem, or the difference between a man and a woman. We can get rid of our seed, but there comes nothing inside of us, you know, which defiles us, okay. Not going into scripture about that, but you know what I'm talking about, right? If something, for example, if you have sexual intercourse with a woman, the woman receives, but you give, right? So that one thing which gives is always not defiled, and the one thing that receives is the thing that has to be more careful what she receives, okay, if you can get that dogged. If not, then anyway it's not for you, okay, because it just makes sense, like I said it, right? You can't be defiled because there comes nothing into you by sex, okay, because you have not a vagina, okay. So hopefully that makes sense for you. With every man, so there's of course an intent how Yahweh created it that way. With every man a woman has a sexual relationship with, she absorbs his spermatozoa, which becomes a part of you forever. That's the study autopsy the brain of elderly women, many of whom have been carrying male DNA for more than 50 years. This startling and fascinating discovery is only the beginning in understanding the true consequences of sexual intercourse. And Yahweh knows, you know, what comes with sexual intercourse. It's basically us kind of like changing of spirits. And, you know, this is why we say this is not time so much to be focused on women, but more on Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay. So, you know, work out your own salvation, okay? I don't know who you are, okay, if you're of the hopeful elect or not, okay? But this goes for everybody. Philippians 2 and 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Okay. You know, the scripture tells you that people look at a woman's look, okay, or watch how she looks, okay. So there are different, you know, different brothers have different tastes, you know, and things like that, right? So let's go into the next verse without much talking, you know, because it's just a point what I wanted to speak on. You know, it's already in there. Also, luckily it's actually here also. Genesis 2 and 24. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. Okay, as I said, today it's something like different, okay. You know, you had, for example, there was in the so-called New Testament, you know, there were a tribe, not tribe, but who was it? Wait, let me get it. You know, from his own tribe. It was talking about priests. Leviticus 21 and 14. He must not marry a widow, a divorced woman, or a woman defiled by prostitution, but only a virgin from his own people. So basically the women today are prostitutes, but even prostitutes treat themselves better in some cases than the normal woman, which doesn't call herself a prostitute. Okay, she wouldn't say it, but she just lives like one, you know, and things like that, okay? But only a virgin from his own people. So there were people that were allowed to only even marry prostitutes, things like that, okay? There was a priest tribe, but wait, let me get that real quick. The high priest can so I'm not the one to judge you if you don't have a woman, if you have a woman, whatever, just work out your own salvation, okay? That's what I can judge. Verse 13 talks about, and he shall take a wife in her virginity. So there were people which are here today, back here today, you would say, okay, because let me get that full chapter. I want to see how much people there were. Neither shall he go out of the sanctuary, nor profane the sanctuary, neither shall he go into the dead. Okay, this was the high priest only. And for his sister a virgin. And the Lord spake unto Moses, speak unto the priests, the sons of Aaron, and say unto them, there shall none be defiled for the dead among his people, but for his skin near to him, and for his sister a virgin, okay, but he shall not defile himself, being a chief man among his people, to profane himself. They shall not make baldness upon their heads. Verse 7, they shall not take a wife that is a whore or profane, neither shall they take a woman put away from her husband, for he is holy unto his God. Can you see? So there was a whole group of people, the sons of Aaron, the priests, the sons of Aaron, who wasn't allowed to, you know, marry basically the woman what you see today, you know. but there goes a lot with it, because you don't know if there's a woman that is from your tribe. So the whole law is basically, you are guilty of the whole law, because you can keep it today. But that shows you that you can charge somebody who basically, has a woman today, okay, which is just what it is, or somebody who has no woman today, okay. There are different reasons, different, different brothers, okay, different things, okay. Just let me say it like that. But here that shows you, for example, that it is, you could say it's a defilement. You can say some brother sees maybe this woman as, something for how can I say it? For example, a pedophile. Okay, if a pedophile says, "Oh, these women today," especially if you can marry them only with 18 or 16, basically 18. Okay. They not really my taste, because they are not in the flower of the age anymore, or they are basically, let me get to the English word. Disgusting, okay? So the only reason why you would not have a girl when she let me say it like that. If you don't like a woman, whatever woman it is the reason because you find her disgusting or something, okay? And some brothers have more points maybe on why a woman is disgusting than others, okay? So you are not the one who judges, who judges the ones who have women and the ones who have no woman, and the ones who this and that, we will see, okay? Isaiah 44, I believe, 7 women, 1 man, things like that, okay? We will see how it all works out, okay? 7 women, let me get it. Isaiah 4 and 1, I mean, okay? And in that day 7 women shall take hold of 1 man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel, only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach, okay? We will see how that works out for different brothers and how, what your taste really is, okay? Because, as I said, not every brother is the same, okay? Every brother has a different character and has a different taste for women, okay, when it comes to women. Okay, so there's maybe a brother even that has something in his brain, how Yahweh created him, okay, which is not different DNA, okay, which is his DNA, that basically says him, oh, this woman is disgusting, this is also disgusting, oh, I can't smell that woman, and this is disgusting, and things like that. And he maybe even is like King David, man, okay? He would only marry a 9 years old, for example, okay? You don't know what is inside of his brain, okay? And it's not so easy, especially today, okay? So it's better to not talk too much, okay? And that's why I end this video, okay? Because let me get it also let me get that one. For as the heavens, Isaiah 55 and 9, for as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my dogs than your dogs. Okay, so that's just how Yahweh made different people. Okay, and let me get that real quick. How shall a man understand his own ways? Okay, so that his own way, basically. Proverbs 20 and 24, man's goings are of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, how can a man then understand his own way? Okay, so this brother may don't even know why he doesn't like women that are above a certain age, okay? But it's still how Yahweh created him, and he doesn't even know why, okay? But it is what it is. Shalom.